JW Westcott on 10, the steamer Middletown to JW Westcott.
KVP 362 Westcott on Channel 10 to the steamer Middletown.
Yeah, we'll be downbound there in 1 hour.
The lake boats don't stop, neither does the JW Westcott. As it has for over 100 years, the mailboat delivers and picks up the old-fashioned way, on the run. It's a familiar routine for deckhand Joe Ratke and operator Sam Buchanan.
They're coming up the river at about 12 miles an hour, at least they're supposed to be. And we basically find where the guy is on deck, and we make our turn. We have to come around a full 180 degrees, and then we have to pretty much match their speed and then come alongside. I'll turn the wheel into the boat a little bit, and it'll sort of glue us to the side of the freighter, and then he'll pull us along. In fact, some of them, the suction is so great that we can even go into neutral, and they'll still pull us along.
Back on shore, Jim Hogan presides over the business founded by his great-grandfather in 1874.
Dad started out with telegrams and docking orders for the various companies. And of course, he found private individuals out there who also wanted to get correspondence back and forth to and from their loved ones, and commanding a pretty high price back in the good old days, at 25 cents a letter.
Have a nice trip, boss.
And so began Mail in the Pail, and it's still done pretty much the same way as back when there was just one guy in a rowboat. These days, the Westcott is a branch post office with its very own zip code, and it's much more.
I was wondering if you could send aboard your price list for your material that you sell there.
Dispatcher Paul Jaganow.
There's one fleet that stocks dry goods here. Their vessels, when they go by, can order cases of toilet paper, cases of Tide. A lot of the fellas use the river station here as their permanent mailing address, because for all intents and purposes, they're on the steamboat for 8.5 to 9 months out of the year.
Which makes the mailbag a welcome sight aboard freighters like the H. Lee White.
We need 3 free press, 1 news, 3 USA Today.
After every transaction, a toot salute. In fact, the Westcott says, thanks for the business. And the big boat responds, you're quite welcome. Yet what appears so friendly, so informal, has serious implications far beyond the Detroit River.
One of the things you can see from here on the deck of the Westcott, as well as any place in the Detroit area, is a view of the North American economy, be it the auto industry, the construction business, even farming.
I would say in the last 2 years, there's been a significant rebounding in the marine business. And the only downside is probably the drought from last year. Many of the Canadian ships probably won't sail until the fall harvest comes in.
As for the Westcott, it's in perpetual motion, 24 hours a day, April through November. And despite such a hectic schedule, the Westcott never forgets its manners. You're welcome. From Detroit zip code 48222, Ned McGrath, News 4.